Right, so only in Bradford would you have the biggest church and there's a mosque on the hill right next to it. But this is exactly the same, man, as I remember. But God bless me with a car parking space, even though we're late to church.
Yeah, I see this every day. A horse just roaming the streets of Bradford.
Right, guys. So this is the school, Hanson School. It used to be called. I don't know what it's called now.
Delta.
This was my secondary school in Bradford. Yeah, it's the first time I've been back here for so long. I've got quite a lot of negative memories because when I was 15, I was a bit of a head case. And right here where we stand, I had a fight with an Asian guy called Usman. I still remember it. It's the first fight I've ever had in my life, 15 years old. And in the school, then he had about 10 of his cousins and brothers and older brothers and cousins. Bearing in mind I'm 15, and there's like 18 and 19-year-olds all waiting for me at the bottom gates here. Guys, I'll be honest with you, it was like borderline abusive, the kind of stuff that used to happen at school. Like, this is just speaking facts. There was Asian drivers would come and park up in Subaru Imprezas around here. And I remember seeing 14, 15-year-old white girls like get in their cars. And like, I think even at 15, I could tell that was wrong, but you probably as a teenager, you're like, can you relate? You're like too selfish to kind of, you're so fixed in your own issues and stuff. So you were like too young to kind of like gauge how wrong that was. But that's paedophilia basically. And it was really common back then. I don't know what it's like now because I've not been here for years. But I remember having that fight and then came to the bottom gates here. And I'll be honest, guys, I just ran away. Because Usman came with his cousins and everything and just, I mean, they could have finished me. So, thank God I got through that. And I got through all these situations I was in when I was a young person. But yeah, that's the truth, babes. I had a bit of a mad time as a teenager, man. At times. And just in general in Bradford, like before I gave my life to Christ. It's part of my story, it's part of my testimony. And yeah. Don't get in fights though, guys. Just try and walk away. That would be my advice. Probably at the time I just did what I felt like I needed to do to survive. But yeah. I got a lot of good memories here as well, man. So, any thoughts, babes?
No, I'm very fatigued today. That's not positive, I know, but
That's cool, man. It's been a lot. We've been around a lot of people, man. Doing ministry, it takes it out of you.
And I'm getting up at 5:30 in the morning, which is not helpful. But it was a good
service.
Message. It was a good message today. So if you're in this area and you're looking for a church, Life Church is.
Yeah, Life Church.
One of them is.
It's a good church, man.
But I don't know many. Of the
If you live in Bradford right now, I'd recommend Life Church. That's where I got saved. I was 19 years old. I was there for 3 years, I think. I even did the Leadership Academy course there. It's like a Bible course. And yeah, that was a powerful message today. By, I can't remember the pastor's name. But shout out to Jock James, if you're watching. And Charlotte Waters. Thanks. We just basically went to her house now. I dropped in at the house to see if she was around. That's the girl who led me to Christ. We just got told actually by the church that she's in Germany now. And Richard Waters he was my landlord for like 1.5 years, I think. And yeah, like a lot of these guys are a big part of my testimony, man. I was mentored by great father figures, great older kind of brother figures, age 19 to kind of 20, 21, and I had good foundations. And Andrew Milne as well, if you're watching. I still remember all these people, man, just so well. Like, yeah. I know it means nothing to a lot of you, but
the thing is, you don't forget the people that you were surrounded by when you've lived in an area for a good period of time. You'll never forget. It's just the sad life fact is that we all move on, but there is part of what we are surrounded by is part of us. So we'll never forget it.
Cool. So yeah, man, this is Hanson School where I used to go. It's open for ghosts, so people can come here. And yeah, got so many memories. Sports day on this field. Yeah, I remember this used to be so different though, because it's so many years. This car park wasn't there before. This used to be like part of the school around here, and this was just all fields. And I remember refereeing a football match which would have been a field here, and I got in a fight with an Asian guy. And then Bottom Gates, which was what I've filmed before. That's my dad's church in the distance. But yeah, Bottom Gates, which is sort of like through there. I got almost jumped by about 20 Asians. You don't believe me? Bradford is way more Asian now, but it's like... Okay guys, so this is Bradford Foster Square Station. There's 2 stations in Ipswich. And there's always a homeless person there. There is always a homeless person sat there. That's something I remember. But this brings back memories. We can go 2 ways. Let's go this way.
It's leaving now, so if you miss that train, you have to wait till an hour.
Yeah, the more of them. You can go to Ilkley for the day.
Yeah.
We could even do that. Not now, but we could do that tomorrow if we wanted. Then we don't have to drive. Remember these? We used to just like run up those. Like, it's a bit random. There's always homeless people there. Some homeless people there now with tents. There's always people like begging for food and begging for money and stuff on here. Don't know if it's still like that. Yeah man, this is... So we come out the Foster Square bit, where you didn't see all that, but there was about 10 homeless people in tents. Basically, you were a bit surprised about that, right?
Yes.
This is the thing, guys. We're going to show you. We'll speak the truth. We're not sugarcoat stuff. I'm shocked sometimes when I come back because but I shouldn't be shocked because I remember how it was. But at the time, it seemed normal. I just thought that was normal. If that's where you brought up, you're like normal. But I lived all over now. Some guy. Okay, I just think that's ironic. We've come to Bradford and we found a peace museum. Where's the peace? Is that peace like being put in practice? We need to get the whole city to the peace museum.
This is basically mini London.
That's where we were before. There, look at the shapes. Welcome to Bradistan. So it's called Bradford. Like for all my London followers, it's like East Ham on crack. Windows. What is it?
Somewhere around.
Got drugs. What does that even mean? Bringing the beat back to Bradford. Oh, the beat, like music beat. Yeah, so let me be more positive, man. There's like some things good going for Bradford. G.B. Priestley, he was a famous author, I think. And Smith Wigglesworth. The church is in Manning. The house that he lived at, Smith Wigglesworth, is in Manningham, which is like 99% Muslim area now. But I mean, I could drive there. I could show you Smith Wigglesworth's house if you want, but it's just a house. Yeah. Maybe we could do it tomorrow. I'm a bit tired now. Where are those police in the town centre then? You need them on the foot in the town centre before it kicks off, because that's why it just looks bad. Like, it looks like it could just kick off any minute in that central bit. What did you say, baby? What did you say?
I said hi, Vicky.
Because we've just been watching, what's it called? Bridget.
Yeah. Queen Charlotte.
Yeah, man. Queen Victoria, rest in peace, 1901, over 100 years ago. So this is where I went to university. David Hockney, Bradford College. I failed in sixth form, and I didn't do very well at school in GCSE science. I got like a D or an E. So I went back to college after school had finished, after I've done like Domino's pizza jobs and just dead-end jobs, because I wanted to go to uni. So yeah, I managed at that point, I gave my life to Christ at 19. I had a lot of confidence. It was quite cool going back to church, seeing the church I got saved at. And I had a confidence, I had a plan for my life, and I was like, yeah, let me finish my education, do it properly, because I messed up. I was too much madness going on, and I was making too many bad decisions as a teenager. And then, yeah. So there is, you know, like, people know that I'm a teacher now. I do always try and encourage young people and say, like, look, even if you can't, you know, fail in these topics or whatever, you can always go back and go to college and redo it. But yeah, I'm thankful, man, for the education I got, and yeah, it sort of helped me go on to what I wanted to do. Yeah, this is like every uni celebrating 60 years of school management at Bradford University. Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, I had a party in the building over there when I was like 18, 19 with Domino's Pizza, like the staff. And it was like, I think the band was called The Prodigy. And we were going like, and just being honest, all I remember is just having like a rave and then ended up at someone's flat and then just being sick in the toilet. And yeah, great times. Not. But that's, you missed all that. Probably, you didn't miss anything. It's just a waste of time. I think even before I was a Christian, I just realised that's just a waste of time. What's the point of me just drinking loads, getting drunk, and then just being sick in the toilet and having a hangover? So even before I came to Christ, I just realised that was dumb. So I don't understand why people do that. I don't know. For me, it's a waste of time.
But why didn't you attend Bradford University instead of you went to Huddersfield?
I wanted to get out.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, I just wanted a fresh start. Like I just want to try living somewhere else. I had no reason to. Yeah, I've only started being negative about Bradford since I moved away, because I've like lived in more normal places. But I know the Bible says don't dwell on the things of the past, but it's hard to not remember some of these crazy incidents in such a. To me, it's like a very crazy city. High crime, a lot of issues.
God has brought you out on the other side.
Yeah, that's the positive I take.
So,
but I've no desire to move back here.
You've learned from your experiences.
Yeah. It's like when I saw Vontae Grace talking about a place in Watford, and like this woman's laughing with him, and he said, well, she was like, oh, I know that area. She's like, yeah, it's questionable. And it's like, Bradford's definitely questionable. And we can see that, can't you see that walking through the town centre now? I'm just like flipping out. It's like being in like, when I was in America, you'd see like, one thing, American audience will know this. There's bare homeless people everywhere in any city in America. But Bradford's like that. You walk around and it's like, how can there be this many homeless people, this many people just on drugs and everything? But that's the result of, to be honest, guys, all the heroin coming in from Pakistan and Afghanistan. People, how it happens, they put it on the back of a Nissan Micra. Inside the engine, you could have like £5 million worth of heroin coming in one car, and they can't track it at the border. It's impossible. It just comes onto the streets, and then you get issues, gangs, and you know the rest. But Bradford's particularly bad, and Huddersfield, I thought Huddersfield's getting like Bradford now. It's just, yeah, it's not good, man. But if you are from Bradford, I hope you just basically pray to Jesus and you'll be alright. But you need God's protection in somewhere like this. And God was always looking over me, and I'm thankful.
That's a health.
What, this one on the left?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because there's loads of pharmaceutical like studies in Bradford, I think.
Yeah, health studies.
It's known for that. Imran Khan, he's a Pakistani politician, a former cricket player. He's like the main guy in University of Bradford, I think. You know, the one who's like the, what do you call it? Like governor or whatever? I can't remember the word. Yeah, so my sister and my brother both played in bands in this bar, the Love Apple. It's not going to mean much to you guys, but it means a lot to me. So yeah. So this is St James Community Hall. My house was like literally over there. I was there until the age of 19. My dad was the vicar of this church here, and I helped out when I became born again at 19, from here until about age 22, I think. Every Thursday and Saturday or Sunday, No, like every Thursday and Sunday. I think. No, we did. No, sorry, just Thursday and Friday. But it wasn't like every Thursday. It was like, but it was every Friday without fail for like years. But that was a good time as well because like in my walk, I'd just become born again, and then I was telling my testimony to all these like teenagers from Hanson School, the school I went to. I think you can see it. Okay, we're really late to church, but we've just done so much Christian stuff that we kind of have to come here. We have to come here because Isabel's here and she's our lift home. But yeah, there's a Life Church bus. They bus everyone in. And that, down there, I've hooked out that daycare thing. That's a daycare in the daytime. It's like a business. Yeah, man. Whoa.